There are two main methods of obtaining information: the direct method and the indirect method. The hazards of the indirect method will be discussed later. Here we will discuss the direct method. Through the direct method, negotiators obtain information directly from their counterpart. Saying that the information comes directly from the counterpart does not mean that the counterpart is aware that he or she has passed on the information. We will come back to this in a moment. The most common and probably the most acceptable way of obtaining information from our counterpart is through questioning. By asking questions, negotiators can learn a range of things that will help them understand the negotiating situation more precisely. They can ask questions about the other party's motives, timelines, or possible alternatives. In the case of a transaction concerning the sale of an object, they can also obtain information on the object that is being sold, its technical characteristics, the age of the object, or any flows. Asking as many questions as possible is certainly a good way to obtain information. But this does not mean that the information obtained will be of good quality or even that it is accurate or can be relied upon. It will very much depend on the honesty of the person facing us. In negotiation, as in any other situation, we are not immune to deception. An example of deception frequently used in negotiation is what we call misrepresentation of interest. Using these tactics, negotiators pretend that they are particularly interested in a negotiation issue, while in fact they are not. This acts as a scarecrow. Later, when the negotiators' real interests come up to discussion, they dangle substantial concessions on the scarecrow, which in turn enables them to obtain equally substantial concession on the issues for which they have a genuine interest. This strategy is just based on the false representation of their interest. A study by American researchers suggests that almost a quarter of negotiators use this kind of strategy at some point in the negotiation process. There are two ways of misrepresenting interest: either lying by commission, this is the use of the scarecrow, a strategy where the negotiator knowingly lies to the other party, or lying by omission, a strategy where the negotiator simply fails to share with the other their interest. One of the best ways to reduce the risk of deception is direct questioning. While not a panacea, it can significantly reduce lies by omission. The study by Schweitzer and Crozon illustrates the effect of direct questioning. The authors asked participants to sell a computer they knew to be defective. When the buyer did not ask any question, 75 of them lied by omission. They failed to disclose the defect, while 25 lied by commission. They assured the buyer the device was working properly. No seller, in fact, disclosed the defect spontaneously. In contrast, when the buyer inquired about the computer directly, 2/3 of the sellers were honest and disclosed the defect. Unfortunately, this increase in honesty among the majority of participants was also accompanied by a significant increase in lying by commission. 39 of the people actually said that the computer was working perfectly. In sum, asking questions is essential in negotiations. Not only does questioning provide potentially important information, but it also significantly reduces deception. However, the information obtained must always be analyzed with caution. There is no guarantee whatsoever that the person facing you is honest, or that the counterparts share all of their information with you.